just be honest about it. Like, I don't care. You know, like it's the behind my back thing. I don't like it. Like, be honest. And I'm just like, what? Like, I don't even know your friend. Like, I'm like, I came here to spend time with you. Like, I came here for you, you know? Anyway, so that was, I mean, it got smoothed out there, but it made me realize that, like, I don't want that kind of game shit. Like, it's just, I'm too old for that now. It's like not my thing, you know? But, so, yeah, there's just no way. He's way too, like controlling, you know? An escort. I was like, what? Show me your boobs? They're fighting over, I guess in essence, they're fighting over me. And I'm like, hello, trying to like get their attention.
Hello, I'm Monty. Welcome back to Stories from the Internet. So, let's talk about Foodie Beauty again. Specifically, her taco stream, which is now deleted, that she live streamed on Sunday. This is important because we need to talk about perceptions and reality. You see, what I will talk about, a lot of you picked up on it, which is good. Some of you didn't, which is okay. This is a learning experience. You see, Foodie Beauty's reality is skewed. Her own thoughts and feelings affect her reality as well as her actions. And this makes what would normally be a very dangerous situation seem like it's so okay, nonchalant, and safe. Well, let me talk less and let's get into the video.
I sneeze about like my great grandmother did that. Apparently, my grandma told me her mom, when she would get up, like not very long after or whatever, she would sneeze like at least 17 times. Excuse me. And I need to dust, and
Still sneezing.
the cat hair doesn't help. I'm allergic to cats. And
Yet she has cats for nearly 2
you
decades.
sneeze, you pee a little. Laura's kitchen. Actually, I haven't I need to eat more, honestly, because like I don't know. I just been like not eating as good. So I ordered a salad and I ordered the tacos and guacamole. Hi, Naomi. And this guy is like, I realize there's no way that we're gonna be. Just let me blow my nose. I'll turn the camera. Sorry.
A lot of people are picking up on the nose.
Every time I sneeze, I have to blow my nose.
And the sniffling.
All right. So that's better. Like, he's definitely 100% not somebody I could ever be in a relationship with. So it's just like for fun, because he's way too controlling. Like, he's so controlling and just weird. Like,
She's so back and forth with this. First, he was controlling, and then she went over to his house again. Next, oh, he's her boyfriend. Now she can never see herself in a relationship with him. She is so back and forth. She really needs to figure out what she wants first before seeking that out in anyone else.
a bit jealous and controlling. Like,
Red flag.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. He's just really, like, if he calls me, he'll be like, can you come over, like, come over right now? Like, he thinks I can just, like, he's like, it's simple. You get in your car, you hang up with me, you get in your car, you come over, and I wait for you. I don't want to wait all day. You tell me you're going to come over, and then you come over at 5, and I waste my whole day waiting for you, and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, he likes, you know what I mean? It's just like, what do you think, I'm going to get up and just come over like this? Like, no shower? You can shower here. I'm hungry. I want to eat. I'll cook you food. No, I want to stay at my house. Do what you have to do with your day. Okay? I don't care. Go shopping, do your laundry, whatever the you have to do. And then I'll come over later. What's the big deal? Yeah, he works 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Hannah, hi! It is a red flag. So there's no way I could be with somebody like that. I even said that. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, you like to control every situation, don't you?
Yet she goes over his house and gets into situations that she really should not get herself into. So if she really thinks like this, then her thoughts should match her actions.
And he's like, yeah, I don't remember what he said. I don't know. I saw, Anyway, so I get there. I'll start anyway. I have this other guy trying to get with me. I want to get to know you and hang out. He keeps bugging me. Like, I wish you'd give me a chance. He's really cute, but he's a blonde white guy, and it's not usually but he's pretty, like, athletic.
Talking about
He showed me
another
pictures of
guy
his ex. She's
from
my
Tinder.
size. So it makes me feel comfortable, but, like, and he seems so much nicer than this guy I'm with now. But, oh, man, the sex is just so good with this guy. Like, it's so good. Oh, God. Anyway, all right. So what happened was I get there and there's this guy there. Like, this guy is one of his friends, apparently, or his name. He lives, I think, like in the next house or whatever. He lives nearby. This guy is hammered, like drunk. Okay. I get there. There's like booze. There's like all kinds of booze on the table and the kitchen table. And I'm just like, who is this? Thinking, like, here I am thinking, like, I packed my bath bombs, everything. I'm like, I'm gonna have a bath at your house. I thought we are gonna have a night like last night, like just us. But it was like Saturday night. Maybe his friend came over and he couldn't. I don't know. Whatever. He probably didn't think it would be a problem. I wish he would just talk to me about what like. Anyway, so I did tell him that, but yeah, boundaries. So basically, his friend. I sit at the table. His friend's so drunk. He throws money at me, like a 50. He's just like, let me see your boobs. So he thought I was an escort. Like, he thought that this guy that I'm seeing called an escort for his friend. And I'm just like,
Okay, here's what's really bugging me right now. She is, laughing this situation off without really knowing what's really going on. What she was in was a very dangerous situation. If his friend is there and says, "Hey, I thought you were an escort," that pretty much says everything about this situation. Why would he think you're an escort if you aren't? That's because most of the time, if that Egyptian guy, which is his friend, brings a girl to the place, that girl slash woman is an escort. That's why he's throwing $50 at you, Chantel, because he believes you are indeed an escort. And 9 out of 10 times he would be right. Because this is what the Egyptian guy does. He brings women over there for sexual interaction. That's why that woman who is renting a room, was renting a room, continues to rent a room, whatever the story is, said exactly what she did. The first thing that came out of her mouth was along the lines, "So are you going to F her too?" That's because every woman this Egyptian guy brings over to her place, he's either is having sex with that woman, was having sex with that woman, or is continuing to have sex with that woman, because this is what he does. That's why there's a huge second mattress on the floor. It all makes sense now. This is why that friend's over there, because they were going to or trying to have a threesome with you. And 9 out of 10 times they would accomplish this goal, because most of the women over there would be escorts. And if they aren't, he'd be pulling from Tinder, Bumble, POF, wherever he can get a woman to go over there, start a sexual interaction by throwing money at that woman, gauge whether it's going to be a negative or positive response, then initiate sex. That's what these guys do. That's what they were trying to do. And his friends over there, not because this doesn't work, they didn't try the last 50 women and think, hey, out of the last 50 women, this didn't work, so we're going to stop. No, he's there because it does work. Because the last 50 women, 46, 47, 48, did accept the money and started some sort of sexual interaction with these two men and had a threesome, or they took turns having sex with her. Chantel is not reading the situation properly. This is what's really going on. She's reading it off as, oh, it was nothing. It was just, hanging out and chilling. No, that guy's over there for sex. That's why he came there for sex. That's why he's throwing that $50 at you, Chantel. Read the situation properly.
And so so Dom was like, I tell you, she's my really good friend. She's not an escort, blah, blah. So then they start fighting over that. Like, they start fighting.
Because
they're raising
he
their
was supposed to
voice.
have sex.
And then he's like, you're really drunk. You need to calm down. If you're not, you can't calm down. You need to go. You're my friend, blah, 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 blah. So they're fighting. His friend is like making passes at me and looking at me. And then I guess I was on my phone. And then his friend went on his phone. So Dom, he had drinks too. Okay. Whenever you have alcohol, it's a completely different vibe than edibles or weed or whatever. Alcohol is not a good, no, to be around with this guy. So never again, I'm telling you. So he's just like, are you texting each other? I was just like, oh my God. He was being like paranoid. Like, I don't know. And I'm just like, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. And he's like, no, I'm not. He's like, I don't care. If you want to sleep with him, just be honest about it. Like, I don't care. Like, it's the behind my back thing. I don't like it. Like, be honest.
I guess that's how the interaction with these two guys as friends goes, where they'll sleep with a woman together or take turns, and then this woman would start having sex with his friend, and he doesn't like that. So he's getting upset with Chantel because this has happened several times in the past. He doesn't like that type of action that happens when he's not around, and he's upset. Makes sense.
I'm just like, what? Like, I don't even know your friend. Like, I'm like, I came here to spend time with you. Like, I came here for you. Anyway, so that was, I mean, it got smoothed out there, but it made me realize that, like, I don't want that kind of game shit. Like, it's just, I'm too old for that now. It's like not my thing, but so yeah, there's just no way. He's way too like controlling, an escort. I was like,
yes, exactly, an escort. See, Chantel is not reading the situation right, and Shell is the type of person that doesn't learn from the mistakes or actions of others. She doesn't learn what to do from reading the book. She has to learn from the mistakes of herself. So this is what I'm saying. You can't be like Chantel and not be cautious, because in this situation, it was very serious and deadly. There's tons of women in the world right now that end up in this situation and they don't find it dangerous or deadly, and they go missing. This is the reality. There's tons of women in Texas that are mothers that are missing because of this exact situation. Meeting a guy they don't know and going over his house, and then they end up missing. There's tons of sisters in California that end up the same way, missing because they meet a guy at a club, party, restaurant, spring break, don't really know the guy, go over to his place or go over to his apartment, then they go missing. There's tons of beautiful women in Florida that are mothers, sisters, daughters that end up missing because they meet a guy or two guys or three guys they don't know, and then they trust these guys and a bad situation happens, especially when they're not reading the cues that if a guy throws you $50 and thinks you're an escort so nonchalantly, that's because his friend typically brings escorts over to his place. And that makes sense as to why there is a king-sized mattress on the floor for orgies and threesomes. And that is why a woman is blurting out the first words that come out of her mouth are you gonna have sex with her too? Because that's what usually happens. She's not reading the cues. She's not reading the situation well. And I can't blame Chantel. Chantel is very introverted. She can't pick up on these social cues. She's not socially intelligent, and it's okay that she isn't, but she needs to improve on this. At one point, I wasn't socially intelligent. I had to improve on these social cues. The word for Chantel is not being socially calibrated, which is a problem if you are dating, because you should not be in certain situations. You should not be going over to a guy's house that you don't know, that you've only met 2 or 3 times, and especially going to his house the first time. It can be dangerous. These guys could have easily held her against her will. She had an okay outcome. Other women do not get this type of outcome. There's many missing women in America, Canada, Australia, UK, France, Germany, Russia, Ukraine, South Korea, Japan, all over the world that do not get a positive outcome. They get a negative outcome because of this exact type of situation. There were red flags everywhere, with the Coca-Cola, the controlling behavior, the mattress on the ground, while the woman said having a random friend over when you're supposed to spend time with them, even having random people over when you were supposed to be there one-on-one. As a woman, don't put yourself in this type of situation. It can turn deadly for you. I'm not saying it will all the time, but there is a chance it will turn sour for you.
Like, I'm not going to get in a relationship with this person. There's no way, because yes, you're right. There's signals there, but just for a hookup.
He's not the type of guy to get in a relationship. He's
I
a
know,
dom
Danielle, that's
slash
the thing.
master.
People will treat you differently.
He's
that
there
really,
for
yeah,
sex.
that annoys me. That does annoy me. You know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have plans to see him again right now, so I'm not too sure. Do I kind of want to go shower and go back? Kind
Yep.
of. Oh my
She
God.
does, because she can't read the red flags.
Lord help me.
Ladies, it is better to take more caution than to take no caution and regret it, because Chantel, how she perceives her reality is that everything's good and dandy, puppy dogs and roses, which is, yeah, the world can be like that, but the world can also be dark. Don't be like her and get yourself in this situation.
Friends with benefits. You can get sex anywhere. You can't get good. No. Trust me.
He is getting sex anywhere.
When I
and
say
everywhere.
it's good, it's really good.
He's getting
It's
sex
everything
with
about
escorts.
the way he is, like in the bed. I don't know. I need to dye my hair. I think I'm going to dye my hair today. You know what? I ordered sneakers. So I finally... Oh my God. While him and his friend were arguing, I was online shopping. So I was like, Egyptian magician. Starfish. Yeah, just starfish on the bed. Take me. Yeah, I'm going to do a facial, get rid of this glitter, dye my hair, shower. And
it amazes me how she thinks this situation is so simple. It looks simple, but it could have changed in a split second. It could have gotten dangerous in a split second.
yeah. And my kitty is constantly a little bit sore. Juicy Skittles. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. It's hard to, there's a fine line, you know, but it is possible, I think. Friends with benefits. I think I can do that. He referred to me as his good friend, and you know what? I wasn't mad. Because, yeah, the thought of being in a relationship with this person, never. Like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
This guy's endgame is
He's
not
not relationship material. He's definitely not. And I'll just tell him that. Oh, Mazzy wants to know why he was controlling. Because he, what did I say? He's controlling. Like, he wants things his way, or else it's like, he hates being wrong. I don't know, Sweet Marie. Like, I think I would be like, what the hell? I think I just need to be clear. When I hang out with you, I just want it to be you. I should have said that, right?
Exactly. Well, you don't need to say that. This guy's red flag galore. And how Chantel is, how introverted she is, and how she lacks a lot of social cues and, not being socially calibrated. This is just super bad for her because there's so many people that were screaming, this is a bad situation for you, especially a guy who introduces Coca-Cola to you the first time you meet him. That says a lot about a guy.
And then I told Pete about everything. He's like, well, you can't say that people didn't warn you. But it's not that. It's like, I know what he's like.
She has no idea what this guy's like.
But at the same time, so I know what he's like, so I know I can't be in a relationship with him. So I would have to just go there for a night of sex and then come home, Hi, Tanya. Or
Man, pick up
just
your
get away from
TV.
him. Or just yeah, I mean, I really don't. I guess I don't know what he's like. Like, I don't know him, so maybe he is worse. I don't know. Oh, he is.
I can sense some confliction setting in with Chantel. She's kind of waking up to the reality, but she's not there yet. She strikes me as the type of person that will see the red flags like she did before, see more red flags, but yet continue with her behavior. Something shocking or striking has to happen before she wakes up, really wakes up to this situation, because there's so many red flags there, in my opinion, that she glosses over and doesn't even see as something wrong.
Oh, yes. Hi, Samuel. L. Jackson. Oh, I need a nap, actually. Thanks, Keon.
She really needs to work out, because if she's breathing like this just because she got food, she literally just went to the door to get food and she was breathing like that. She needs a health intervention.
I kept giving them water because they were arguing. I'm like, drink water right now.
They're arguing over intercourse.
They're fighting over
you.
I guess in essence they're fighting over me.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm like, hello, trying to like get their attention.
The threesome didn't happen.
Male pride is annoying. And it's juvenile. And I'm just not about that life anymore. No, I didn't keep the 50. Because when I got in, I didn't understand. His friend asked me in French. He's like, you work? Like, tu travailles?
As in a working girl.
C'est une femme qui travaille or something like that? And I'm just like, yeah, I work.
Because almost always there's working girls.
So
there.
he thought I think when he said that, he thought it was an escort. Like, is that like what? Why would you think that before thinking that I'm coming over to see your friend?
Because there's always escorts there.
I might have to go to the bathroom right away.
She
because...
can't clue in.
That's him calling me now. I'm not answering it. You want to play games with me? Sorry, Chrissy. Watch, he'll probably keep calling. He's controlling like that. He probably tries to get escorts on it. No, but he said...
Even people in the chat are saying the same thing I'm saying right now. This is what he's doing. He probably has escorts over there as soon as she leaves or she doesn't want to come over. And that's why the guy threw that 50. She's not cluing in. I'm going to keep saying this. She is not cluing in to the reality of the situation and how dangerous it could have been. Because these two guys expected sex. His friend expected the sex on Saturday night and didn't get it. He could have reacted violently and a lot of stuff could have happened to her. This is not the type of situation Chantel wants to be in. A lot of women find themselves in this situation. Then you hear on the news constantly with detectives asking, hey, we've got footage. Do you know this individual? she met this individual at this party, or she met this individual online. Do you know this guy, or do you know these two guys? Do you know these three guys that she met up with? And then all of a sudden, that woman disappears. Her perception is that the world's all roses and puppy dogs, when in her specific situation on Saturday night, it was the opposite of that.
When he said in front of his friends, he's like, me, I don't like escort or like prostitutes. I'm not interested in like paying for like, you know, a professional sex worker because it's their job. They just sit there. He lifted his leg and be like, ah, ah, ah. He's like, that doesn't do it for me. Like if the
He does pay for them. He is just bullshitting right now. He pays for them all the time. I'm sure you've clued in that he does pay for them, and I've clued in that he does pay for them, and half the chat has clued in that he does pay for them.
woman is not enjoying it. So, no purple glitter. Do people normally run background checks on? No, I didn't kiss his friend.
Actually, that's becoming common, running background checks on a person who you
Are you kidding?
want a
Could you
long-term
imagine?
relationship with.
His friend, I didn't want anything to do with his friend. I don't know why he kept thinking I wanted to screw his friend.
Because that's what usually
His friend
happens when escorts come
kept
over.
talking to me in
They
like
also have
French.
sex with the friend
And
that pays
Dom
them.
can speak a bit of French. He's not really French. So he was getting mad. Like, you're disrespecting me. You're talking to her in French. Like, you guys are... I thought we were conspiring to meet.
Does this seem like friends to you arguing? Does that really seem like friends to you? Like, his friend is speaking to Chantel in French when Chantel knows a little bit of French, loosely knows some French. The reason why this guy is speaking to her in French because he wants to have intercourse with her. He knew that his friend, the Egyptian guy, had sex with Chantel the first time they met. So his Egyptian guy's like, hey, I have this girl. I had sex with her the first night. She's easy. Just come over Saturday. We'll throw her a couple bucks, and then she'll have the threesome with us on the king size mattress that is on the floor. That was the expectation for Saturday night, and it didn't happen because Chantel is a little bit introverted, and she finds it kind of weird that this guy did what he did. But the expectation was throw money at her, and she will start doing sexual interactions. The first thing to test whether or not she was going to have the threesome with them was to pay her $50 to take her top off. If she was comfortable with taking the top off in front of these two guys, then they knew that she would be down for more sexual stuff. That is the reality.
Up or something. I don't know. He didn't offer me to another man.
Yes, he did.
They thought about it. So, no, he didn't offer me.
They thought about it, and he did offer it
So,
behind your back.
huh? I'm telling you, it's good exercise, even just laying there. You gotta put your legs in the air.
Not reading
I'm working
the
on my
situation
flexibility.
well at all.
We're training. I'd be rich if I had OnlyFans, you think so? Maybe I should start it back up.
She could make
And
good
talk
money.
about sex. If I lay down, they go under
Thousands.
your armpit. They go...
Is Chantel really kept with her OnlyFans? She has enough fans, enough stands to really have gotten thousands a month from her OnlyFans if she continued with it, but she did not, which is the problem. Plus, she left a sour taste on the lips of OnlyFans, so I'm not even sure if she can actually return.
Yeah. Whenever we were laughing and playing that one night, I was like, because I have some like fat here, like this. So he was like grabbing it. He's like, oh, I never. He's like, you know why you're special? He's like, I can't let you go. You're a woman with 4 boobs. He was so funny. I need to just, if ever I see him again, it needs to be edibles, not alcohol, because alcohol makes
a predator.
a man like that more, you know. But I am a lot happier. I'm so much happier than I was even just 2 months ago, honestly. Honestly, like I feel so alive. Like I don't feel like I just sleep in my bed all day and feel like I can go up and down the stairs without feeling like I'm gonna puke and die, and
But you were still breathing heavy.
take a shower without feeling like I'm gonna die. anything without feeling like I'm gonna die. Um, I think having a sex life again is such a healthy thing for me. Being careful about it though, but I mean, like, sex is healthy, it's
She's
good for
not
you.
being
It's
careful about it.
never believe these people. They're you know, they just look, they're making themselves look stupid. Nobody has to do it. Nobody has to do it for you. You make yourself look stupid. That takes talent. That takes talent. Hi, Rhonda.
Talking about reaction channels again,
Uh,
specifically certain reaction channels that I just
I don't get
figured
unstable
out.
people like that. Like, wasn't that the person who not long ago was just giving me $100 in my super chats, and now because I
Talking
do some,
about for
they judge
Christ,
me when they clearly are on something? Obviously for attention, right?
I wouldn't know.
He's watching my TV. I don't care. He can have the TV.
Yep, he's gonna keep that TV. Overall, as I've said, Chantel's perception is totally screwed. If you're a woman, don't get yourself in the situation that Chantel has gotten herself into. Yeah, you could come out of it, nothing happening, but if you go over to a guy's house and you don't expect, a person who's especially not a family member there or a female family member, there's all guys there, it could turn into a bad situation for you. I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying it can, because it does happen every single day to multiple women in the world, and you really have to have a lot of social intelligence to really read the situation well. Obviously, that friend of the Egyptian guy was there for one reason and one reason only, especially saying, oh, he thought she was an escort. That's the reason why he's throwing the $50 at Chantel, because it works almost always. It works where they initiate a sexual interaction and started off by her just taking off her top, seeing if she's comfortable taking off her top, and if she is, keep feeding her money until they have a threesome or take turns with her. What can I say? Chantel is coming in for a crash landing right now, and I hope the worst thing that happens to her is that she loses that TV, because it could be a whole lot worse. The world is a great place, but it can be very dangerous as well. Chantel is going to learn a hard lesson, and I hope that she really learns this lesson, really ponders on things, and takes better steps to live a more positive life and just get away from this guy, because this guy is just bad news. Anyways, that's all from me. Take care.